to Tasting Flavors with me, the host Bilal. To every university students watching us today, I understand your frustration with cooking with a busy schedule, but you shouldn't worry. I plan to introduce you to two easy to make and delicious recipes stemming from a Middle Eastern background in order to experience an explosion of flavors. You're gonna learn how to explore tomatoes and how you can incorporate them into different recipes. So based on research, tomatoes possess many health benefits since they are full of vitamins and antioxidants. Most importantly, carotenoids, which are pigments found in plants, fruits, and vegetables. So it lowers inflammation and the risk of developing chronic diseases such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease. And it also offers dietary fiber, which offers many more health benefits. So we will be making first a dish called shakshuka, which is a breakfast dish, and then we will be making a fulfilling grain bowl. We will be using many food skills such as cutting, handling a stove, and maintaining a clean cooking area. Let's make sure our hands are clean, and we can clean them for 20 to 30 seconds while making sure we don't have any jewelry or accessory on, and our hair is tied if needed, and our nails are short and clean. We'll be cleaning our cooking area, and I'm using a paper towel and all-purpose cleaner. You can use a washcloth as well. Into our first recipe, shakshuka, and I have the ingredients that we need around here. We need 2 small tomatoes, 1 small onion, 3 medium eggs, and we need some parsley for garnish, and we need salt and pepper for taste, and we need some olive oil to offer us fatty acid and a rich taste. So the tools that we'll be needing: pan, a fork, a wooden spoon, a cutting board, and a knife, and that's it. Start by cutting the tomatoes. Let's have a firm grip to the knife, and make sure when we're slicing, we're protecting our fingers while making the knife only touch the knuckles, and we have a couple of slices. And then when we remove the top of the core, we'll have a vertical V, and then we can just slice vertically while protecting the fingers. And then we do the same for all of the slices. Now let's cut the onions. I'm gonna teach you the easiest and fastest way of cutting an onion while keeping the top of the core and just having some vertical lines along the lines of the onion, and then just chopping, and you will see that you have a finely chopped onion. We'll do the same for this one, and then we can throw this out. Just vertical lines, and you will see how fast and easy that is. So I started by turning the stove to medium heat, and I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna add my onions. And what I'm adding, did you know that tomatoes actually have more than 10,000 varieties? Amazing, right? And now we can let this simmer for 2 to 3 minutes. So now it's time to add the tomatoes. We can add them cautiously on top of our onions. And we can cover them for 2 to 3 minutes until we have a salty texture. And now we can check on the tomatoes. They look salty enough. And now we can crack the eggs on top of our tomatoes. Oh, look at that. Okay. First one, second one, and the third and final one. And now we can try to make sure that they are switching, and we can cover for 2 to 3 minutes. And now we can check, and it's all ready. We just need a pinch of salt and just a small pinch of black pepper, and we can top some parsley as a garnish, and this is the final product. jump into our second recipe, the fulfilling grain bowl. What do we need for this? We need 2 small tomatoes and 1 small onion, and we need a medium-sized green bell pepper. This is gonna offer us some antioxidants, and it's also rich in vitamin C. And we need half a bunch of parsley. This is also rich in antioxidants. And we need half a can of drained chickpeas, around 250 mils. This is going to offer us with dietary protein, vitamins, and minerals. And then let's move on to our dressing. We need 2 tablespoons olive oils, half a teaspoon dried mint, half a teaspoon sumac, half a teaspoon paprika, and a pinch of salt, and the juice of a half lemon. And now let's move on to preparing the ingredients. As you've seen in here, I've cut the onions and tomatoes as I've shown you before. And now let's move on to the peppers. I'm gonna teach you a really easy way to cut the bell pepper. As you've seen, the puffy part between the 2 lines of the pith, just cut it. And another one. And you're gonna have pieces free of the pith. And then the last one as well, while making sure to protect your fingers. And now we're gonna cut along the lines while protecting your fingers, only touching the knuckles to have those amazing cubes. And while doing the process for all of them, if you want to remove some of the pith, you can. But do you know the origin of tomatoes? They actually originated in the Andean region, and now they're encompassed by parts of Peru, Colombia, and Bolivia. So now I'm gonna show you how to cut the parsley. Let's cut the stems off, and then let's cut the parsley finely, as best as you can while protecting your fingers. And that's it for parsley. So now let's add our dressing, starting with olive oil. Let's have 1, 2, and a 1/3 tablespoon olive oil. And then half a teaspoon sumac, and half a teaspoon dried mint, and now half a teaspoon paprika, and a pinch of salt, and half juice of a lemon. And now let's mix all the ingredients together. And this is our final product. As you guys can see, I have reached the end of my video, and I cannot wait for all of you university students to try out my recipes. And I am gonna leave you with the most important message for today: add fruits and vegetables to your recipes. So today I showed you how to add tomatoes to your unique and delicious recipes, but you can add so much more. So stay tuned for next week's episode, and have a good day. Bye bye.